I, Kissi, Agyabeng.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will at all times.
That I will at all times.
Well and truly serve.
Well and truly serve.
The Republic of Ghana.
The Republic of Ghana.
In the office of Special Prosecutor.
In the office of Special Prosecutor.
And that I will uphold.
And that I will uphold.
Preserve.
Preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend.
And defend.
The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana as by law established.
So help me God.
So help me God.
The next is the oath of secrecy. The same pattern. I,
Kissi, Agyabeng,
holding the office of Special Prosecutor.
Holding the office of Special Prosecutor.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will not directly or indirectly.
That I will not directly or indirectly.
Communicate or reveal to any person.
Communicate or reveal to any person.
Any matter which shall be brought under my consideration.
Any matter that shall be brought under my consideration.
Or shall come to my knowledge.
Or shall come to my knowledge.
In the discharge of my official duties.
In the discharge of my official duties.
Except as may be required.
Except as may be required.
For the discharge of my official duties.
For the discharge of my official duties.
Or as may be specially permitted by law.
Or as may be specially permitted by law.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Mr. President, we present the instrument of appointment.
Mr. Kissi.
Mask, please.
Mask.
The mask off.
There you go.
The Special Prosecutor is signing the oath. Mr. President, may sign his oath. Now respectfully invite Mr. President to address the Special Prosecutor.
Chief of Staff at the Office of the President and officials of the Presidency, Attorney General and Minister for Justice, the National Security Coordinator, Member of Parliament from Praeso constituency, Nananom traditional rulers, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome all of you warmly to the seat of the nation's presidency Jubilee House for this important function, which has direct consequences for the proper ordering of our state. I want to begin by congratulating Mr. Kissi Agyabeng on his appointment as the second occupant of the Office of Special Prosecutor. The wide acceptance of his nomination by the Ghanaian people and the nature of his performance during Parliament's approval process are for me indications of the confidence I repose in him to discharge one of the most critical functions of state was not misplaced. Ladies and gentlemen, my party, the New Patriotic Party, and I came to office in 2017 with the commitment and indeed an overwhelming mandate from the Ghanaian people to fashion an additional instrument to fight the canker of corruption that had taken firm root in every aspect of national life and was visibly gnawing at the heart of the Ghanaian state. The genuineness of that commitment to create an independent, non-partisan body with the relevant professional capability to lead the fight and hold public officials, past and present, accountable for their stewardship of public finances, was made manifest in the appointment of a very senior figure from the opposite side of the political divide to establish and head this very significant office. The appointment, as you will recall, was met with stiff opposition by some members from both sides of the aisle. In spite of the unfortunate events that led to the departure of the first occupant of the office, I do not regret making that appointment. On my part as President of the Republic, I ensured that the office was adequately resourced to enable it to carry out its mandate. I'm, however, consoled by the off-cited statement that there is no use crying over spilt milk. So when the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Godfrey Agyabeng, on 16th April 2021, moved to nominate Mr. Kissi Agyabeng under Section 13, Clause 3 of Article 959, for consideration as the second occupant of the office of Special Prosecutor, I accepted the nomination. Having been called to the Ghana Bar in October 2003, holding a Bachelor of Laws LLB degree from the University of Ghana and Master of Laws degrees from Dalhousie University and Cornell Law School, having acted as a criminal law lecturer at the Faculty of Law, University of Ghana, Lagos, and also engaged in private law practice, it is clear that Mr. Kissi Agyabeng is eminently qualified to occupy the office of Special Prosecutor. He has the capacity, the experience, the requisite values, and intellectual strength to succeed in this vital position. I urge the new Special Prosecutor to bear in mind at all times that the office carries an extraordinary responsibility to fight corruption independently and impartially. The Special Prosecutor, as the Act states in its preamble, shall, quote, have full authority and control over the investigation, initiation, and conduct of proceedings of alleged or suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses involving public officers and politically exposed persons in the performance of their functions, as well as persons in the private sector involved in the commission of alleged or suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses, unquote. The remit of the office, as you can see, is broad and challenging. I want to assure Mr. Kissi Agyabeng, like I did his predecessor, that not only will the executive, including the Attorney General, respect scrupulously the independence of his office, but also will provide him with whatever assistance is required to enable him to discharge his high duties effectively in the interest of the Ghanaian people. Indeed, all institutions of state will work and cooperate with him in the same spirit which he articulated at his approval proceedings in Parliament. Very much aware that the activities of the Office of Special Prosecutor, no matter how vigorous, cannot provide the entire panacea to the problem of corruption. It must be supported by other institutions and the cooperation of all. Government will continue to give stronger budgetary assistance to the other constitutionally mandated institutions that hold government accountable and help fight corruption. That is the Auditor General, Parliament, Judiciary, the Police Service, the Ministry of Justice, the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, and the Economic and Organized crime office Iyoko. It should be the objective of our generation to build a new Ghanaian civilization where the rule of law is not a slogan, but an operating principle for the development of our state, where the separation of powers is real and meaningful, where public officials behave with honesty and trust, where the liberties and rights of our people are fully protected, and where law and order provide a firm basis for our social and economic transformation, so that the dreams of freedom and prosperity that animated the great patriots who founded our nation can find expression in our time. Congratulations once again are very much in order, Mr. Kissi Agyabeng, and I wish you Godspeed in the discharge of your duties. May God bless the new special prosecutor and us all, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong.
Thank the President for his address. May I now invite Mr. Kissi Agyabeng, the Special Prosecutor, to respond to Mr. President's remarks.
Your Excellency, the President. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic, the Chief of Staff, the Secretary to the President, officials at the Presidency, my mate and friend, the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Nanano, MP from Paiso, and all invited guests here. Mr. President, I deem it a great honor that I have been given this opportunity to serve my nation in this high office. And I express my gratitude for the confidence you have reposed in me. Mr. President, we are confronted by two pandemics. One is a health crisis, and its outlook is very macabre. The other is not a health crisis, but it is also a pandemic, which is corruption itself and corruption-related activities. The zeal with which your administration has approached the fight in respect of the health crisis, I also see in respect of the other pandemic, which is corruption. And as I come into this office, I pledge to the people of Ghana, as I said exactly 2 weeks ago, that I'm going to work assiduously with deliberation to suppress and repress corruption. I said 2 weeks ago at Parliament that I will not be naive to assume that I am coming to stop corruption. It is innate in humans. But as much as possible, my office is going to drive it down and repress it to its barest minimum. When my name was mentioned as the nominee for this position, much was said about my nomination. Nothing negative was said about my competence. Everything had to do with my youthfulness, my age. But if that is so, Mr. President, I can only express the thanks of the youth of this nation that you have given youthful persons the opportunity to serve, just as my friend and mate, the Honorable Attorney General and Minister for Justice. And the youth of this nation should feel proud that they have their own represented in such high offices. This is our time, the youth of this nation, to carry on up the development of our nation. Mr. President, I thank you very much. I express my profound gratitude